everyone, Lady de Winter here today, and today I'm going to show you a blanket I'm crocheting and a couple of crochet stitches I use for these kind of things. Now, here's the actual blanket. It's kind of a scrap blanket of scraps of yarn I have left over from other projects. And it's all blue and gray and white, and because that's the scraps I have left. So I'm using a double crochet, or not a double crochet, a half double crochet stitch. Now, since this is already done, let me show you the stitch. And we need a close-up of my hands. And I'm going to use this nice gray yarn so it's easy for y'all to see. Good, right there. Okay, now, here's the thing. I don't crochet like normal people do, okay? So I'm going to make my slip knot. So what you do is you wrap it around your finger till you have this nice little loop. See that little loop? And then you tuck some yarn up under it like that. Now you've got this new loop, and you pull it taut, okay? I hope you guys can see that. And then all you do is pull it onto your needle. Boom, like that. Okay, now, and I'm going to try and get a little bit closer here. Now, everything in crochet starts with that stitch, okay? Everything in crochet starts with that stitch. There we go. Yeah, that's good. That's good right there. Okay, now, what I'm going to do is show you a single crochet stitch, which is a chain. I'm going to do a chain stitch first. Okay, so we're going to go like this. And all you do is with your yarn is you wrap it around. Now, I don't hold it like other people do. Other people wrap it through their fingers and all this other stuff. I can't do that. I just hold it like this in two fingers. You wrap it around your needle. A lot of people go this way, and that's fine too. You can go that way. And sometimes you get yarn tangled, but that's okay. And you just fix it out. And that is a chain stitch right there. So, or yeah, chain stitch right there. Okay, and we'll make a few more of those. Now, the next stitch that most crocheters use is a single crochet, which you chain another stitch, and you go in the next stitch from that chain, and you go through that loop right there, and you pull the yarn through and through again. And that is your single crochet. And I'll show you one more time. Poke it through there, pull your yarn up, pull it through, and then go through that. And that's a single crochet. But we're not using a single crochet today. So let me show you what we are doing. All right, now, what we are doing is, and I'm trying to show it to you there. Okay, I am going through both these loops, these two right here. I'm going through underneath both of them, as you see. I just went underneath both. I take my thread and I pull it through, but I screwed up because I forgot to wrap my needle. You wrap the yarn around your needle, poke it through these two stitches here, and, well, you poke it through these two stitches here, you pull it up, and then you wrap it again. Some people wrap this direction. I wrap that direction. It doesn't really matter. And you pull it through, and then you pull it taut. Let me show you that again. Wrap your needle, pull it through your two stitches, wrap it again, and pull it through, like that. And that is your half double crochet stitch. Now, the reason I'm using that stitch is, as you see, it makes a nice, thick blanket there. And that's what this is going to be. It's going to be a lap-a-gan, because I'm trying to conserve electricity this year. It's a little bit expensive. So we're going to go all the way over here, and we're going to keep making this stitch. And all I did was I chained the number of stitches I needed across my lap, okay? It was like 50 some stitches or something, chain stitches. And then I went through my chain, and let's pretend this is our chain right here, okay? I went through my chain, the one stitch like that. I wrapped my needle, I went through my one stitch like that, and I pulled it up like that. Now, that's how it would look like on your first chain. And I'll show you what I mean once I get that pulled back up again. Okay. It'll look like this. Okay. That's what your first chain stitch will look like. That is your beginning row, your foundation row it's called. Okay, and that's what it'll look like. But then the next row looks like that. Looks like that. So you see that. Let's see if I can get it up a little closer. Yeah, there we go. See, there's your foundation stitches, and then your next row is the next one, and you will be going through both stitches on that one. So let me show you again. Okay, you got through your stitches. Wrap your needle, and you can wrap it any way you want. It doesn't matter. Okay, you go through these 2 stitches here, these 2 right here, not just one. You go through 2 stitches just like that. So you'll have both of those stitches on your needle. You wrap again, you pull it through. Now, you'll have 1, 2, 3 pieces of yarn on your needle. You wrap it one more time and pull through all 3 of those. And you do it again. You wrap your needle, you go through the 2 stitches. See them on my needle there? 2 stitches. You wrap your needle again, you pull that up. Now you have 1, 2, 3 stitches on your needle. You wrap it again and you pull it through all of those stitches. That, my friends, is a half double crochet, and that's what I'm making this blanket out of. Now, you can buy blankets at the store. Yes, of course you can. But they're always particular sizes. And what if you need something smaller? What if you want to give a gift to someone? You can use the same stitch to make a baby blanket. And yes, I'm a little fast because I've been doing it for many years. You can use the same stitch to make a baby blanket with thinner yarn. You just use a smaller needle. Now, and I'll pull it taut, I am using can you see that? Yeah, there you go. I9, and that is a 5.2 millimeter needle, and this is a boy needle. I only use boy needles. Let me get that in there we go. I only use boy needles. Reason being is I like the way they're made. There's nothing here, there's no sharpness on your tip that makes your yarn catch. That's always quality needles. So I only use boy needles. So, and that's what I'm doing right now, guys. I'm making a blanket. Now I'll be making pot holders soon. And when I do pot holders and Christmas, let me get that before it falls off the table. Pot holders and Christmas coasters, and I will show you guys how I make those also. Now, another problem that I often have is in my yarn bucket, my yarn gets all tangled up. But I use, and let me show you what I use for my yarn. Let me pull this out. Well, I didn't mean to pull it out that one. Move all this aside, and I use this, which is a nice big tub. And the reason being is your yarn can stand up in here. Can we get it in there? Yeah, your yarn stands up in here, and I'll show you, I'll dip it sideways. It's a tub like this, and it comes with a lid, and it's kind of like a suitcase almost. You can carry it everywhere you go, and your yarn will stand up in it, which makes it really, really nice when you're taking your yarn projects with you to, say, like the doctor's office or someplace where you have to wait. That is easy to carry, and it's fun. So, anyway, okay guys, I think that's about it for now. I just wanted to show you what I was doing and how, in case you guys would like to make a blanket also. The first time you make these, your stitches are not gonna be even. I have been doing this since I was 8, 9 years old. And the story behind my learning how to crochet is that I went to Catholic school. And punishment at Catholic school was not always a rap across the knuckles with a ruler like they make out. The nuns at our school punished us with work. And so I learned to crochet because I was a very bad child in school, and the nun's punishment was to make us sit in her office, learn to crochet, and then crochet lapagans for the senior citizens home down the street. I have many, many lapagans under my belt. Trust me on this one. I spent a lot of time in Sister Veronica's office crocheting lapagans. But she made you sit in front of the window and do this and watch all the other kids outside playing and having fun. But to be honest with you, I enjoyed crocheting so much that a lot of times I would act up just so I got the chance to sit and crochet. So, you know, it was something I loved doing, and I still do. Now with my arthritis, it gets a little harder. I can't spend hours upon hours crocheting because it does, after a while, start hurting my hands. But, and everybody asks me how I get my stitches uniform. Well, what I do is I make the stitch, and then I'll pull it all taut, which squishes your stitch down. Now, a lot of people will just make their stitch and leave it like that and go on and go on and go on. And they get the same stitch quality, but as you can see, this stitch now is bigger than this one. So that's why I do the squish my stitch down so that they're nice and tight, especially for blankets. For a blanket like this, you want the stitch to be nice and tight so that it's warm and there's no air that can seep in between your stitches there. So, but that's about it for today, guys. This is one of the things I do when I'm not playing video games or when I'm not streaming or making gaming videos. I crochet blankets and pot holders, and you saw some of my crocheted things for fall. In fact, let me show you one of the other ones. This is something else I've crocheted. This was crocheted for me by a friend. My friend Mindy made my little orange fall chicken. But I made pumpkins. I've made little pumpkins. Those are coasters. I've made table runners for my table, which this is cotton yarn, totally different yarn. And this is called the granny square. It started out as a granny square, and then you just increase the size out this way without doing the top part. And if you want to learn how to make one of these, let me know in the comments and I'll do a video on making one of these because I need some for Christmas. So let me know. But this is great because you put all your stuff on here like so. Okay. And instead of having to pick up everything every time you want to do something on your table, this is where my lactose pills goes. Instead of picking up everything on your table, when you want to move it, you just go whoosh, and it's totally out of the way. Ta-da! So, and I make a lot of that kind of stuff. I make pot holders, I make all kinds of stuff. So, just so you guys know, I make Christmas ornaments, I made Christmas booties. So, okay, sorry I wasn't in frame, I apologize for that. But I make Christmas booties, I make Christmas tree ornaments. You know, there's all kinds of things you can make with crochet. Christmas gifts. One year I gave pot holders and coaster sets away for Christmas. They're wonderful gifts. A hat and scarf set, fingerless gloves. I give all that kind of stuff away for Christmas. I've even made blankets, hats, and stuff for charity situations, like the South Dakota Reservation of Indians, Pine Ridge. Pine Ridge is the name of it. I sent a bunch of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle hats up there for Christmas gifts for the kids. So, you know, and I made blankets for a local senior home, lapagans and shawls for them. It's a great way to spend some time. Yarn is not very expensive. It helps keep your hands limber because that's what my doctor told me to do, was to keep my hands limber, was to use them in a craft situation. So I crochet and I hand sew. So until next time, everybody, this is Lady De Winter reminding you, you're never too old to do anything you put your mind to doing. And if you want to see more crochet videos and tutorials, let me know in the comments what you're looking, and I will try to accommodate you if I possibly can. Up there, we're out of frame again. Sorry about that. It scoots towards me as I work. So thanks again for watching, and we will see you in the next Life with Lady video. Bye-bye for now.